Good evening, groovy citizens, and happy, satisfying Saturday to each and every one of you. Hopefully your day has been great. My day has been great. Y'all, we've had several seasons just in this one day. Can I just say that? Woke up this morning, it was snowing. And the good thing is it wasn't on the street, but it was on the grass and on the car and on, your porches and all that kind of good stuff. So that didn't last long, but it was nice seeing the snow anyway. And so I'll take that. And then we went from that to the sun was out nice and bright. And even as I'm looking up at the sky, it's not as dark as it was earlier. It was like really, really dark, but the sun was out. So that was weird. And for the last couple of hours, it's been completely, just ultimately windy. So we've had several seasons mixed in this one day. But you know what? God is still good. He's still in control. We are here. So I'll take it. No complaints here. Now, as I said, I hope you all have had a wonderful day. If there's still some daylight out, so if you haven't gotten things done that you need to do, now's a good time to get up and go do them. I'm super excited, you guys, because right before I got in my truck to do this video, the Amazon guy came to the door, and I was like, oh, hallelujah. I can't find my charging cord for my MacBook. And I thought, where in the world is it? Because I just had it like a few weeks ago. But you know what? I said, I'm not going to stress about it, not going to complain about it. I'll just order another one. So my charging cord came today. God is good. So now I'm back in there. And I do have another laptop, my HP laptop, but I like using my Apple laptop for when I'm using Zoom. And so now I am back in the game, because otherwise I have to use my iPad or my phone. Now, let's jump into today's topic, which is I'm going to be sharing lessons that will change your life and mindset. And these are, yes, you guessed it, Stoic principles that I'm going to be sharing with you. So lessons that will change your life and mindset. I have 6, and I promise I'm going to let you be. Number 1, stop telling people everything. Can I say that one more time? Stop telling people everything. Most people don't care, and some secretly want you to fail anyway. So, and I get it. I do. I completely get it. We get excited about whatever it is that we're doing, and we want to share the great news with everybody. But the reality is that everybody doesn't care. They really don't. So you've got to know who to share information with, and some things you just need to keep to yourself anyway. Keep it to yourself and let people see it. So I'm of the belief that if you allow people to see the great things that are happening in your life, you don't have to run and tell everybody everything anyway. Okay, and I've shared with you all before. Remember, I did a video not too long ago, and I was talking about how people, sometimes you're sharing your good news with people, and they're clapping and they're smiling, and they put on their best smile too, and they're just clapping, but in their minds they're saying, look at this fool. This thing is never going to work out, but I'm gonna clap anyway. Because people really do that. I don't. Now trust me when I tell you, if I'm clapping for you, I believe that I am clapping for you because I want you to succeed. I want everybody to succeed, because that's just the kind of person that I am. I don't have any ill will towards anybody. I don't care if I don't even really care for you. I still want you to succeed. But just be careful about telling everybody your business. And for those of you that like to go on social media and share everything, be careful of that as well. Because like I said, some things people just don't need to know about. I'm of the belief that if I'm going out of town, you'll know it when I get back. Then I'll share my photos about where I've been. But I am not going to share pictures and my whereabouts knowing that I'm out of town and there's nobody at my house, because you're just asking for people to rob you. And believe it or not, things like that do happen all the time. So that's why I tell people all the time, be careful about sharing your whereabouts, okay? Number 2, choose your friends wisely. And I know we've all heard that one before. So the fastest way to become better is to surround yourself with better people. And I can't stress that enough. You've got to be careful about the people that you associate with. I think not too long ago I was doing a video and I talked about how we tend to become a product of our surroundings. So you've got to be careful about the people that you choose to hang out with. Now, I know what somebody's thinking. You're thinking, yeah, but Michelle, doesn't that mean that you're saying you're better than other people? Nope, nope, nope. That's not what I'm saying at all. That is not what I'm saying at all, because I don't think I'm better than anybody. My situation may be better than some people's, but I don't think I'm better than anybody. But there are just some people I'm not going to hang around. I don't drink. I don't smoke. So I'm not interested in hanging out with a group of people that like to get high and or get drunk. That's just not my scene. We have nothing in common, so there's no reason for me to hang around with that group of people. Now, I'm not saying I can't love those people, because I love all of God's people. I do. I love all of God's people. But that doesn't mean I have to hang around you. I always tell people, think of it as liking people and having a reunion with them are two different things. I can like you, I can love you with the love of Christ, but that doesn't mean that I want to associate with the group of people that you choose to hang out with. And it's okay. Okay. Number 3, expect nothing but appreciate everything. Expect nothing but appreciate everything. So be grateful for the little things in your life to find inner peace. I don't know about you all, but I remember, being younger. When I say younger, I'm like in my 20s, of course, teens and 20s and maybe even 30s. But I remember hearing people talking about inner peace. And I used to think, okay, what is with this whole inner peace thing? But the older that you get, you realize that having inner peace is so important. I mean, it is so important to have inner peace. I refuse to live life any other way. I have to have inner peace. And if you can't bring inner peace, can't add to the inner peace that I already have, then there's no reason for us to even speak. You understand what I'm saying? Because I refuse to go through life living it in such a chaotic way that I just don't have inner peace. And not too long ago, I talked about focusing on things that you can control. Well, guess what? Your inner peace, that's something that you can control. You can control that. You cannot always control the peace that surrounds you, because you can't control other people's behaviors and things of that nature, but you can control the inner peace, the peace that you have within yourself. So I'm just saying, you've got to focus on that, but also be grateful for the little things in your life. Honey, let me tell you something. I'm grateful for everything. One time I heard somebody say, I want to say it was Steve Harvey, and he said, stop going to God with little things, because he doesn't have time for that. And that is so not true. That is so not true. We can go to God for everything, big, small, or in between. Okay, let's know that first of all. But I am grateful for the little things in my life. I'm grateful when I'm going in a building and somebody decides to hold the door open. Do they have to? No, they don't have to. But I'm grateful that they thought enough of me to do that. I'm grateful for the mail person closing the door on my mailbox. Now, you might think, really, Michelle? Yeah, really, because a lot of times I've come home and the door to my mailbox was open, or if mine wasn't, somebody else's was. So I'm grateful for the little things. I'm grateful for everything, big, small, and in between. And I want to encourage you all to be the same way. Be grateful for everything. Don't just be grateful. And you know how you see, you see these televised evangelistic gatherings and people falling out on the floor, they're shouting and getting their praise on. That's all fine and good. A lot of times those people are shouting because God has done something big in their lives. Nothing wrong with that. But shout the same way when God does something little. Like when God does something like making a space available for you so you don't have to walk a mile to your destination. Shout the same way you would if he blessed you with a new car or a big home. Do you understand what I'm saying? Number 4, do your best and trust the process. The harder you work, the luckier you will get. I do my best. Let me say this. Excuse me, all my sinuses are draining. But I do my best. And I trust the process. See, I trust that God knows what he's doing. I trust that God does not make mistakes. I trust that everything that God allows to come my way, he has done so for for a good reason. And he wanted me to learn something from that, whatever that thing is. But I'm always going to do my best as I trust the process. And all I'm asking you all to do is the same thing. Do your best every day, but trust the process. Trust that God knows what you need. God knows what you want. And God knows how to make the things that you've asked him for come to pass. Just trust the process. Now, you may say, yeah, but Michelle, I asked God for ABCXYZ and I've been waiting a month. Okay. You might have to wait 2 more months for him to give you the thing that you asked for, but trust the process. God is going to give you that thing in the right time. If he hasn't given it to you yet, it's probably because now is not the right time. Yes, you asked for it now, but now is not the right time. So just trust the process. He's going to make sure you get that thing when the time is right. Number 5, control yourself, not others. Can I say that one more time? Control yourself, not others. So being able to control yourself is true power. You know, there are some people who live life in such a way that they want to be in control over everybody else, but they can't even control themselves. And when I say control yourselves, I'm talking about controlling your feelings. I'm talking about controlling your attitude. I'm talking about, I don't know, I keep saying trying. I'm talking about controlling your work ethic, and the list can go on and on and on. Stop trying to control other people, because you can't. Even those people that you gave life to, come on somebody, you can't control them. You can pray for them, but you can't control them, because they're going to do what they want to do at the end of the day. So learn to control yourself. See, I can control whether or not I go off when you say something that I don't like or do something that I don't like. I have full control over that. And trust and believe, if I decide to go off, it's because I chose to do so. But otherwise, I can control my actions and my attitude. I can control whether or not I want to take on something or I don't want to take on something. Make sure you control yourself. And because that is the true power right there. See, some people, let me say this and I'm going to move on. Some people think that having true power is being able to control other people like dictators. No. That's not true power. True power is you being able to control you. And last but not least, number 6, learn to react less. When you control your reactions, you can't be manipulated. When you control your reactions, you can't be manipulated. Y'all, let me tell you something. I have learned that the older I get, the less I have to react to things. Things that would have caused me to go off in the past can happen now, and it doesn't even bother me. And that's because I'm learning to react less. And I had to come to that understanding that when you react, people are manipulating you and you don't even realize it. People in their minds are saying, I knew she was going to act like that. That's why I said what I said, or I did what I did, because I knew she was going to react that way. But you get no manipulation here. Okay, you don't get to manipulate me. I am learning to react less. Now, if I've had enough, then yes, I might just have to react. But otherwise, I'm just not going to react, because everything doesn't require me to react. A lot of times, believe it or not, things will happen and I just say a prayer and say, all right, Lord, I need you to handle that. Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to stress myself and end up causing myself to have a seizure. So I'm not going to react the way they're probably expecting me to react. I'll just put on my best smile and keep it moving. That's the best way for me to handle things. And in my mind, like I said, I say, Lord, all right, this is in your hands. I'm allow you to handle it. And I can go on about my business. knowing that God's going to handle that. See, the Bible says, mess not with my anointed, do my prophet no harm. So we need to be careful how we treat God's children. Yes, we're all God's children, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, get in the word and read it for yourself. But learn to react less. And then you don't give people the upper hand to manipulate you. Okay. Now, everything I shared will be in the description box, so make sure you go there and check it out and start to implement these things. Implement these things and you will change your life and your mindset starting today. Not starting next week, next month, next year, but starting today. You can change your mindset if you just implement. And this is not a end-all be-all list by any stretch of the imagination, but these are just some things to think about. Start incorporating them in your life, and I promise you, you're going to see some changes. Okay, and other people will notice it too. You won't have to say a word, but other people will notice it, and they're going to say, "Girl, what's your secret? I noticed that something different about you." And remember what I started out with: stop telling people everything. You don't even have to tell them what you're doing. Just let them see that changed you. Okay. Now, having said that, I want to say thank you so much for giving me just a little bit of your time to speak life into you, to encourage you, and to give you a new way of thinking about how you run your day-to-day life. Because better is out there. All you have to do is set yourself up to achieve it. Okay, and I promise you'll thank me for it later. Now, if you're new to watching my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. You know that I miss you all when I don't get a chance to see you. So go out there, you all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your day to the fullest. Enjoy this long weekend, because Monday is a holiday. But yes, I will still be doing my motivational video on Monday. That does not stop. But Monday is a holiday, so enjoy this nice long weekend. Get you some rest so we can all get up and go into the Lord's house tomorrow, because I know that's where I'll be, thanking God for keeping me through this week and thanking Him for keeping you all as well. So, having said that, no matter what you do or where you go, go out there, enjoy the rest of your evening, have fun, but do so in a safe manner, because I want you all to be safe. Now, I'm going to finish up this video and then get it uploaded, because I need to go find me something to eat. So I need to call my other half and see what's up, where we're going, because the sister is hungry, and dress better for the weather, because as you can see, I have no coat on, or even a sweater for that matter, but it is cold because it's 37 degrees. So again, I love you all to the moon and back. You know the drill, you know the spiel. Nothing can ever change that, because I truly love you all. I love you all, not just with the love of Christ, but with Michelle's love. I love you all because I choose to, and that makes me happy. So when I get to love on you, when I get to pray for you, when I get to speak kind words over you, when I get to support you mentally and physically if I can, that brings me joy. Okay? So go out there and do something nice for somebody else. Love you all, and we'll talk again on Monday.